I'm Zab Johnson, and I'm a neuroscientist, but I'm here at the Wharton School as the Executive Director and Senior Fellow of the Wharton Neuroscience Initiative. So the project was really about whether celebrities or non-celebrities influenced choice outcomes in advertising. This was the project and passion point of a student, a very talented student, Noah Worksman. He actually took my visual marketing class his junior year, and he came to me after a particular lecture and said that he was really interested in how we might be able to model choice behavior using the methodology that I had discussed in class. Another really key contributor was Simone D'Ambrosio, and it was really his talents and efforts that spearheaded this project in collaboration with Noah Worksman. So we would bring participants into the lab and we would seat them at a position where we can measure their eye responses and their gaze position on a screen. The first phase of the experiment, the viewers would have different choices between two different snack foods paired with one another. So people had to either push the L key or the A key to indicate whether they were ultimately choosing the product that was depicted on the left or the right. And we captured how long it took them to make that choice and where they were looking as they were making those evaluations. Then that was followed by a second phase where people looked then at a static image that looked very much like a standard advertisement that people might see on a billboard, and some of those had celebrities and some of them had non-celebrities and some of them were gazing at the product or out of the frame. And then that was followed by a third phase where people made the same binary choices between snack foods once again. That allowed us to know whether or not there was a change in perceived value of the products as they had been paired with those celebrities or non-celebrities, as well as whether or not their preferences had stayed sort of more consistent or had any variability. That's what we had hypothesized, was that celebrities gazing at the product would be more meaningful to the viewer and build in more confidence and an evaluation actually of the product itself. We found that, in fact, people do spend more time looking at the product, but only when it's paired with a non-celebrity gazing at the product. Celebrities, we tend to look towards their faces and less so at the product, yet nevertheless, in those contexts, the advertisement actually did influence subsequent choice. The idea that we would actually look more at the product may not actually be as influential as sort of noting that there has been an endorser with a product and building confidence with a product. It's really satisfying as both an educator and a researcher to have students really run with the concept that you teach in class. So it was such a great delight to have two really talented students run with the concepts and move that forward.